What up? It's early in the AM. Can't sleep, so I thought I'd get into chapter 8, 9, and 10 of the love and respect experience. Remember to like, share, if you can, if you feel comfortable, comment. So far, to you married couples, to you divorcees that question whether or not you made the right decision, that acronym couple should stamp a lot of things, should explain a lot about your marriage. Honestly, you could bring it into just a relationship. When you think about what the words couple as an acronym mean, the big picture of it, you need loyalty in business. You need understanding, you know what I mean? Communication. So, this, if you're a good business person, 9 times out of 10, you might be a good husband, might be a good wife. Most people that, if you put two persons together, two people that can, when they're in public, whether they're working retail or they're just in public, period, they're very open to the public. So they call them people persons, You put two of them together, you know what I mean? I don't think communication will be the issue. You might get some jealousy here and there, you know what I mean? Because one getting more attention than the other. But if you're genuinely a people person, you should sense a flirt. You should be able to sense an engaged encounter. So know your partner. Know the person that you're in a relationship with. Know what they will do, what they won't do. You know what I mean? Do they love you? Will they ever love you? But hopefully everything been good. I'm hoping and I'm praying that your marriage, spiral. I don't pray for hurtful things to happen to people, you know what I mean? I pray for more of hopefully those going through turmoil, those going through an ugly marriage. Because see, your marriage could be ugly for the moment and blossom into something beautiful. So if you're not at the point that you have realized the fight is over, it's time to get a divorce, continue your fight. And no one could put an expiration date on your marriage. You fight as long as you feel you could fight it. If the person you're married to fighting with you, it makes it all the better. It's exhausting with only one person fighting. It really is. But I'm the nasty pastor. Right now, this segment is about the love and respect experience. Author Dr. Emerson Eggerichs. Let's go and get into chapter 8. Let's see if we can get 8, 9, 10 done. And bear with me. Bear with me, you know. So I find it. Yeah, chapter 8. Question: what is respect? Answer: C.H.A.I.R.S. So C.H.A.I.R.S is going to be an acronym. And the question is, what is respect? So right now, I'm going to give you my definition, how I look at it. You know, respect is something that, you know, you can hear in people, you can see in people. You know, there's things that people do to you, say to you, that a person that they respect, they won't say. There are things that, like, you respect your car. You respect it enough to keep gas in it, to keep oil in it, to keep it washed, to keep it vacuumed. You respect it enough, you value it. You know, to me, respect has something to do with value. You know, most people that don't respect you because they don't value you. They don't value that item, that material item. You know what I mean? And respect, big. That's a big word. So, you know, it's a medium-sized word, but it has big actions to it. Very big actions. It's a need. It's definitely a need. But let's go and get into chapter 8. Let's get this going. So far, I've been loving it. You know, I have. I really have. The scripture comes from Ephesians chapter 5, verse 33. And the wife must respect her husband. The email from Wendy stated, I feel the biggest question or concern women have is, what is respect? I wrote back to say I heartily agree. It is, in fact, the question wives ask the most. Not surprisingly, I answered it in much the same way I answered Nathan when he emailed to ask, what is love? See chapter 7, respect for a man is not rocket science. I described 6 practical Bible ways that a wife can express respect for her husband in chapters 15 through 21 of Love and Respect, using the acronym C.H.A.I.R.S. All right, they get ready to get into the acronym C.H.A.I.R.S. So the first letter is C. And conquest. You are seeking to recognize and thank him for his desire to work and achieve for his family. That's in Genesis chapter 2, verse 15. The next letter is H, hierarchy. You are trying to thank him for his desire to be responsible in protecting and providing. That's in Ephesians chapter 5, verse 23. The next letter is the A, which is authority. You are trying to pull back from subverting his leadership, albeit innocently, and are seeking ways to acknowledge his desire to leave and serve. That's Ephesians 5:22. Next level, insight. You are endeavoring to appreciate his desire to analyze and counsel by listening to the ideas and advice he offers. That's in Timothy 2:14. The next letter is R, relationship. You are valuing his desire for you to be his friend and stand shoulder to shoulder with him. That's in Titus 2:4, Song of Solomon 5:1. The last letter is S, which is sexuality. You are seeking to respond to him, appreciating his desire for sexual intimacy that only you can meet. Proverbs 5:19, Corinthians 1:7-5. So, see that respect, you know what I mean? Even when you think of how the acronym is set up, it deals with value. It deals with you valuing your husband. It deals with you valuing your wife. Although it's read in this book as women don't understand what respect is, there's some men out here don't understand what respect is. So when I read that, you know, I had to think of what's going on today. You know what I mean? And to give you a prime example, you know, this book, I believe this book was published in well, I'm not yeah, I'm not seeing 2011. So we're talking what 12 years ago? No? What we talking? Yeah, 12 years ago. So a decade to me is 10 years. So we may not have knew all the facts about women not understanding what respect is, men not understanding what respect is. But as I said, my journey in life, you know, yeah, that's some men out here don't get it. They don't understand respect at all. So I saw that both ways when I read it, you know what I mean? And let's get back into chapter 8. The C.H.A.I.R.S acronym is the other half of the energizing cycle. Her respect motivates his love, as I often share when speaking or writing. Respect for the husband is a harder sell than love for the wife, mainly because so many wives feel he is failing to love me as he ought to. So he has to earn my respect. Of course, that is just the point. He doesn't have to earn her respect any more than she has to earn his love. Both are to be unconditional. God commands a wife to put on respect independent of who her husband is. That's Peter chapter 3, verses 1 and 2, Ephesians chapter 5:33. Just as God commands a husband to put on love regardless of his wife's lovability. But what about Wendy's question? What exactly is respect? How does a wife show it? Note that all of the principles taught in C.H.A.I.R.S include the idea that the wife is to appreciate her husband's desire to succeed at work, protect and provide, serve and lead, analyze and counsel, enjoy her friendship, and engage in sexual lovemaking. The respectful wife seeks to honor her husband's desires, not because he is perfectly honoring her desires, but because she intends to obey God's call to give him unconditional respect. She realizes this really isn't about her husband. It is God's command to her as a wife. As you engage in this devotional together, take a few moments to reflect on respecting your marriage. Using the C.H.A.I.R.S acronym, look for the positive and pulses, not the negatives and minuses. And pluses, not pulses, pluses. Look for the positives and pluses, not the negatives and minuses. Husband, guard against making this and I got you game by just looking for ways you aren't getting proper respect at all times. Instead, be thankful for your wife, respectful words and actions. And wife, don't feel defeated if showing respect may sometimes seem awkward. Like love, respect doesn't just happen. Like love, respect is something to be carved out a little bit each day as the wife obeys God's command. And the wife must respect her husband. According to Dale Carnegie, truly respecting others is the bedrock of motivation. When a wife truly respects her husband's desires as outlined in C.H.A.I.R.S, most likely he will be motivated to truly love her as outlined in couple, and the energizing cycle will hum. That's the end of chapter 8. And it's a prayer. Remember, I spoke and I said I'm gonna start taking these prayers instead of me reading the prayers. Now I'm gonna take these prayers and make it my daily bread. So they'll be coming out soon. I think I posted 2 of them. Yeah, from chapter 1 and chapter 2. So I'll get them caught up. But let's get back into chapter 8. You know, respect, it goes a long way. You know what I mean? To sum some things up, to give you some examples of when I knew I was losing the respect and my wife was losing respect for me in my marriage. Let's get back into chapter 8 talking about respect. Now, the point that I knew when I was my wife was losing respect for me in our marriage was the day she belittled me. You know, she really like I would say basically, you know, the tone of her voice, the not caring about the issue at hand. And you know, karma's real. You get back what you give out. And I'm not gonna say that I didn't respect my wife, because I respected her as just my girlfriend. You know, I didn't cheat until we got married. But when we weren't married, I wouldn't even cheat on her. I wouldn't even sit around women long enough to get a name, get a number, to even find out if this woman is attracted to me. I would go down my aunt's house, or basically, to be honest with you, you know, me and cuz will hang out, rest his soul. Me and cuz will hang out, every who night. But we would talk to each other every day, especially if I'm not living at the house. We will hang out here and there, but there are those times he get those phone calls. Look, cuz, come, what you doing? Um, you off? You on your way down hillside? Come get me before I kill it. You know what I mean? And I get myself out the house to keep us from arguing, to keep things from escalating. And that ain't always the best solution running. I will say this though. Most of our arguments ended before I made my mind up to leave. Whether I'm leaving just for a couple of hours or whether I'm packing my belongings up leaving to cool down, because what we're arguing about or whatever the issue is, just us having that conversation, that dialogue still haven't helped things. You know what I mean? There's still anger in me, anger in her. So it's best to get from in front of each other. It's best to get out of each other's presence. But like I say, a lot of people don't understand respect. They don't know what it is. They never been around people that ever said to them, you're being disrespectful. Because see, some people don't tell you nothing, they just stay from around you. Some people, you got one time to come around them with some BS that they don't like, they're not going to address you. You know what I mean? They just going to stay to mess from around you. When you come around, they're gone. Whether y'all in the same yard together, you on one side of the yard, they're on the other side of the yard. They don't want to be nowhere near you because they're going to either take your head off. They know you don't know what to say out your mouth. So a lot of people, they don't say nothing to grown-ups. They may correct a child, but as far as a grown-up go, they just sit at you and let you be as disrespectful as you can because they waiting to meet you on the back street. They waiting for it to escalate so far that they're in their right when they, do what they do to you. But like I said, it got to the point, she was a very disrespectful woman, and I deserved it. But it doesn't make me say to myself, I should overlook everything she have done. I should overlook everything she have said and go through the BS. No, I won't gonna do that one. Because, when people give you an understanding of why this network, what I don't like about what you're doing, what you're saying, and you can't honor what they feel, then you're showing me you're only there to hurt me. You know what I mean? And as I said, what my wife at the time was into, I couldn't pull her back from it. And it came a point that you would have thought she had Superwoman panties on. You know what I mean? You couldn't tell her nothing. You couldn't tell her nothing in the world. You know what I mean? And her outlook, her perception, her look at me, I might be overstepping my boundaries, but her actions prove that she looked at me as being worthless. Hell, I don't heard her say it to me before. I'm a worthless nigga. I'm just worthless. You know what I mean? So our marriage went its course. Don't think I just picked up a book and said, this my way out of this. No, I picked this book up for some extra strength, for some guidance, for some know-how. And when I read this book, like I said, some of it I skim read, and I was already working these steps in this book before I ever received the book. So to work these steps and then knowingly I'm working the right steps and it's still not getting better, what I'm supposed to do? Take all the BS? Take it all? Take it all? Take it all? No. You know what I mean? I don't have concrete evidence. You got what I'm saying? But if I look at the way she look at cheating, in our last days, our last years, you know what I mean? You sitting on the couch talking to a nigga about fucking, about sexing. So how disrespectful can things be? How disrespectful can things get? And yeah, I wanted to take her head off. I really did. But I was so much into practicing not putting my hands on her, not getting upset with her. I said what I said and I hung the phone up. Yeah, it was her cell phone. You know what I mean? I don't pay the bill. She paid the bill. I pay the bill on mine. She paid the bill on hers. The kids pay the bills on theirs. Yeah, I snatched the cell phone and hung it up. Got what I'm saying? That's what you're not going to do on the house I pay bills in. You may be the leaseholder and I'm under you, but I pay bills in this house and you're not going to disrespect me like that. You can carry that outside on the porch. You can carry that downstairs. You can walk the dog Daisy we had at the time and talk that BS to whoever that was on the phone. But to talk it and don't give a care and I'm sitting in the house with you, what more I supposed to take? So this is all I'm going to say. I was going to get into the next 2 chapters, 9 and 10. I'm figuring I might can give you a chapter every day. I'm figuring if not every day, every other day. It's 52. We just got to number 8. So, you know what I mean? We basically looking at maybe about 41 more to go. 44 more to go. However it go, I'm going to give you the truth. I'm going to give you the honesty. I'm going to give you the real. I'm going to give you a jewel to not base your fact off of, but at least a jewel to open your mind to understand that I don't care what you in. Look at what part you play. Because see, the part you play sometimes can't be rectified. The part you play sometimes can be verbally forgiven, but mentally not forgiven. You follow me? Because see, some people tell you they forgive you, but they don't. You know what I mean? They really don't. They get to thinking about some things. People get to, talking in their ears, get to pointing out some things, and that vindictive part of any human being started to grow. And if it started to grow from the inside, eventually it becomes a part of your outside. So it becomes a part of your words, your actions, you know what I mean? But once again, like, share, comment. I know I'm gonna keep moving in this. I hope you're getting an understanding. Once again, it's the Nasty Pastor. Only Faith Ministries will be back after I get through this, and I'm planning on getting some books for Kemet and Egypt, Ra, the condensed version of maybe the Egyptian Book of the Dead. So stay up, stay strong. Bless me. Apologize. But stay up, stay strong. Keep moving forward and keep reflecting. You know what I mean? Keep reflecting on the past. It helps build a better future. It helps you be able to focus in your presence. Once again, I love you. I'm out.